All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. Let's talk about Tua Tagovailoa and the return of Tua Tagovailoa. Now, I'm not going to speak on the game itself. As we know, Cardinals won by a point, I think, 28-27. I will be doing a video on the Cardinals very soon. But want to talk about Tua Tagovailoa, it's himself, and just honestly talk about my mixed opinions on Tua Tagovailoa. You feel me? So let's talk about it. First of all, thank God that Tua is back. Tua, he's always had injury problems. He's always been messed up. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's good to see him back. It's very good to see him back on the field. And he looked pretty good yesterday. Unfortunately, they lost. It is what it is. I'm actually shocked that they kind of lost. Because, you would think a Cardinals team that's mid would – and, the Dolphins are pretty mid themselves. Mike McDaniel sucks. And you have Tyreek and what's his name? Jalen Wallen out there and them boys. Raheem Mostert and stuff. So, it is what it is. But shout out to Tua. Now – people might say, RJ, how can you sit here and say Tua should be playing football? He's had multiple concussions. He's had multiple leg injuries, hip injuries, and stuff like that. And as a human, I think he should retire. I think there's bigger things more important than football. I think he will get he's made his money. Granted, not a lot of money. And, he'll probably get a sponsorship somewhere. Like, Tua's not going to be broke. He can have a podcast. He can be on YouTube doing whatever. Because, that's the new trendy thing now. No one's listening to Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith on First Take. No one's listening to FS1 with Joy Taylor and those clowns. Everybody's listening to athletes now. Go look at Paul George's podcast. Go look at Draymond's podcast, Mika Parsons' podcast. They're all inferior to the Unfiltered Sports podcast. You feel me? But it is what it is. But I want to look at it from the other side and why people, are like not upset, but like questioning why Tua wants to play. You got to think, guys. Let me look this up. I should have looked this up before I started this video. I'm going to look it up right now. That's how professional I am. You know what I'm saying? Tua's 26. He's 26 years old. Just turned his birthday is a little over than mine, but he's 26 years old. People got to realize something. Tua hasn't even reached his potential yet. He hasn't even reached his prime yet. And I know that might sound shocking to say. And listen, look, am I saying Tua is going to be the best quarterback in the league? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is that I kind of understand when you're Tua Tagovailoa, where you put in all this work. And keep in mind, Tua didn't grow. I think he grew up in Hawaii. And I'm pretty sure Hawaii, someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Hawaii probably doesn't have that many football teams in it. Hawaii's, not a big state. Honestly, I don't think Hawaii's not even connected to the U.S. It's somewhere else. He's Samoan. Samoans, I don't really think play football as much. I could be wrong about that. I know Roman Reigns from WWE played football. But the whole point is he put his life into playing football. God blessed him to play football. And at 26 years old, you have people telling you should retire. And listen, look, I understand why he should retire. I'm not denying that. Tua's well-being after football is more important than him playing football. But I understand Tua being like, no, I want to do this. I've got the money. I can make more money. This is for my family. And this is something I love to do. And I made a video. I don't remember what video it was. It was one of my Tom Brady videos where I said, Tom Brady's always going to want to play football. He's always going to have the itch of playing football. He's always going to have rumors of him coming back and stuff like that because Tom Brady, God blessed Tom Brady to play football. When you're an athlete, and shout out to Chronicles of Judah, a YouTuber / Patreon guy I watch. He said it. He has this good quote. Athletes die twice. They have their real depth and they have their athletic depth. Athletes always want to play. Michael Jordan came back to the Wizards and wanted to play. He still wants to play to this day. You could tell Allen Iverson still wants to play to this day. Even Dwayne Wade, I know this is basketball, but even Dwayne Wade said like he needs to go to therapy after his playing career so he can get used to not playing anymore. When you're an athlete, like that's like, let me put it to you like this, right? When you think of every single profession, every single career, you can go until honestly your death. Even actors at 80-something years old keep going. John Witherspoon, God rest his soul. I don't know how old he was, but he was acting until his death. Betty White, she was acting until her death. When you're an actor, you can go until you're 80, 90 years old. You're a painter. You can paint forever. A writer, you can write forever. If you're a football player, basketball player, baseball player, UFC fighter, boxer, soccer player, hockey player, you can only go until your body gives up on you. And young talent will come in and replace you. So I kind of understand where Tua is coming from, because if he retires at 26, he's going to be sitting up at home. Listen, and this might sound messed up, but this is how athletes think. He has no enjoyment, including, hanging out with his family. Probably even including hanging out with his family. He has playing football. He loves playing football. Because let's be for real, he would have retired years ago if this wasn't for him. Prime example, look at Andrew Luck. Didn't Andrew Luck retire like 26, 27? Somewhere around there? And Andrew Luck was way better at football and had way more, a higher ceiling than Tua ever had. So, listen, man. Do I want Tua to retire? Do I think Tua should retire? Absolutely. There's bigger things than football, and I don't want to see him stuttering and mumbling like Muhammad Ali back in the early 2000s. But I understand it. Bro. When you love doing something, you want to keep doing it until you can. So it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? What's your thoughts on, this different perspective of Tua and my different perspective of it? RJ out.